Broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, and around the world. TV host, best-selling author, and radio personality Brad Gilmore brings you a collection of conversations with stars from movies.
Matthew McConaughey.
Brad Gilmore.
Mark Wahlberg.
Hey, how are you?
The one and only Sydney Sweeney joins us. Sydney, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
Tom Hanks and Robin Wright in my favorite movie of the year. Guys, thanks so much for joining the show.
Oh, thank you.
Well, thank you.
Jessica Alba and Lizzie Mathis. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Kevin Costner joins us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Television.
Jimmy Fallon joins us this morning. Jimmy, how you doing, my friend?
Good morning. Thank you so much, Brad, for having me. I appreciate this, bud.
One of my all-time favorites, Vince Vaughn, joins us right now. Vince, thanks, man.
Oh, great to be with you, Brad, and great to be talking to Houston. Good morning to you.
We got Owen Wilson. We got Judy Greer. Thanks for joining the show, guys.
Thank you.
Jay Leno joins us. Jay, how you doing?
Hey, Brad, what's going on?
We got Anna Sawai joining the show. Anna, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, Brad.
Music.
Lola Monroe.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
The legendary frontman of AC/DC, Brian Johnson, joins us right now. Brian, how you doing?
Good morning, Brad. What looking at talking me funny, lad.
Megan Trainor.
Thank you so much, Brad. You're awesome.
Paris Hilton, the infinite icon herself, is on the show. Paris, love the film.
Thank you. I'm so proud of it.
And more. This is The Collection. Now your host, The Boat.
Brad Gilmore! Well, hey, thank you so much for taking the time. Brad Gilmore with ESPN and the CW. Congratulations on the film.
Thank you.
Let's talk about just the journey, though, that this film took. Obviously, based on another film from decades ago. When you first started the work on it, how different is the movie look from the finished product than what you originally thought in your mind when you started working on the film?
That's a good question, because I think I would compare it to when you have a baby, and you're pregnant, you're expecting, and you kind of imagine what your baby will look like, and then you have your baby, and I think you kind of forget what you imagined before. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just it's there now, and it is what it's supposed to be. But I'm very proud of the film, I would say. I wanted to bring a female point of view on females' desire, and yes, the film is based on a previous film from the 70s from Quebec, a very cult film, and I think we went further, deeper into this subject. And so when I see the film, I feel good because I see people laughing and because it's fun. But I also have great discussion with in Q&As after the film, and people, I think, really relate to some of the issues in the film.
Well, that's my favorite thing when I see a movie, when I see a play or a concert. I love the conversation in the car afterward with whoever I saw with. Hey, let's talk about what we just experienced and let's have this conversation. In those Q&As, what seems to be a question that keeps coming up?
There's a really funny one actually that comes back again and again. There's a hamster in the film, and I think everybody's like, what happened to the hamster? So there's some funny anecdote with how we had to play with that. But I think what comes up a lot is about motherhood, and I hear a lot about young mothers who saw the film and are like, thank you, because I feel like that. I just had a baby and I'm breastfeeding for months and I don't know who I am anymore. And the film gave me hope that, one day I'll reconnect a bit to myself. I'll find myself again. And so this is nice when I hear that, Mm-hmm.
Well, that's obviously, the thing that's the power of film is, it makes us feel these things, and it makes us, sometimes hope and wish and dream and know that something's achievable. But you say that you wanted to kind of dissect female desire. What do you think what do you think the conversation was out there that made you want to tackle the particular subject?
Well, it's also, I would say, really about how we portray this desire in films, and sometimes I feel like the camera is a bit voyeuristic, or that we see these sex scenes and we're not really feeling the scene with the characters, with the female characters. And I wanted to be connected to my characters in these scenes, and which brought me in an idea that if I was to play nudity in the film, I wanted to convey it in a more mundane way. So when you see nudity in the film, it's when they're breastfeeding or when they're looking at themselves in the mirror. But the sex scene and the desire, I would say, is more conveyed through sensation and tend to be able to connect with someone else.
Well, one issue I think I've always had, like when you watch a movie that has, maybe a sex scene in it or what have you, as compared to an action film. In an action film, sometimes the fight scenes, they actually further the plot. You could see character throughout the scene, and you see a through line that makes sense. Sometimes there's sex scenes just to have, some gratuitous nudity in them. And I mean, that's been done since I can remember watching movies, right? I mean, forever. And this one, I do love how you describe it as the mundane, the more realistic too, because I think sometimes we build up an image of what that whole thing is supposed to be due to films that isn't really the case.
You're absolutely right. And I've been doing that in other films too. Like, when you're you're with somebody and
Sure.
you have to take off your socks, and that weird moment when it's like, oh, I have these socks and they're like purple and they have a hole in it, and that's life. And we should see that in film because that's life. Yeah.
You're so right. And to me, again, when people go out and see this film and they see the fun that is in the movie, to me, I think that comedy is maybe the strongest force in storytelling, because if you can make people laugh and think at the same time, oh my gosh, you've hit a gold mine.
I appreciate you saying that because I think we have this. Sometimes we believe that comedy is easy, but it's not easy. And I think you're right. I think it can help people to have a bit of introspection. Actually, sometimes we're not like with a drama film. It's going too hard, and we close ourselves. But comedy is a great way to open minds, I think. Yeah.
Well, I think that you're right. Comedy's so hard to make look easy, right? Because what they do in the film is, these jokes are flying or whatever, the moments are timed well, and it's all about the timing and the rhythm of the words. And it's so difficult. And that's why I think you see so many great comedic actors be good dramatic actors, because they're like, no, the comedy's the hard part. I can do this drama.
Yeah, because when I see, the Oscars and the nomination, there's not a lot of comedy. And I'm always like, because it is hard. I think it's even harder, And I teach acting in Montreal, and I can tell you, it's always the hardest thing to do. To make an actor cry, there's a way to do it. But to get that sense of timing and to have a right tone and to be able to hit the right beats at the right moment, that's very difficult.
Well, I mean, it's rate, tone, pitch, inflection, like all those things change that one word so that you can get that desired laugh. And I don't know. I mean, as a teacher, have you found a way to really be able to convey that succinctly to a student who might not have that innate ability?
I think you're right that there's something innate that you get, you understand the timing or not, but still, I think sometimes it's punctuation. And when I sit with my students, we read the script and I try to explain the punctuation. Where do you take a breath? That could change the whole thing. Do you go faster or you take a moment? And to play actually with the rhythm. So that's kind of the exercise that I do with my students,
And did you do the same thing with the cast in this film in particular? Like have those conversations, or did they find it in the screenplay?
It was a lot in the screenplay, and I told them, that screenplay is so funny that you don't have to do much. It is there, and you actually have to play the drama of the reality of the characters because they're actually sad at the beginning of the film. But the people that I cast, they knew that they're just so great. So I didn't have to do much. I will say I won't take much credit. They were just amazing.
Well, you know what? A great story was told, a story that I'm sure is going to generate a lot of conversation just as we had today. So I do appreciate your time. Congratulations on all your success and for this film.
I appreciate it.